But I want to move on. Let's move on to the next topic. All right, because we got a lot of topics to get to today. I'm not going to do such in-depth summaries for our reviews, but I do probably want to just knock or go over a couple things. So let's move to Dom and Rhea and Liv, the love triangle that we've had going so far. Dom has told off Liv Morgan. Here's Liv. So it's going to be Liv the champion against Rhea Ripley, the challenger, and Liv is coming in with Dominik, even though there's, Vlad and everyone in the world has been thinking that there was going to be a betrayal here for some reason. But let me go through what happened earlier in the match.
Reason.
Yeah, well, earlier in the match there was a lot of running away from Liv, so it was kind of a slow-paced start. But here's Rhea using Dominik to get into Liv's head, giving him affection and cuddles and smooches and such. Later in the match, this was the one spot where Rhea, she popped her shoulder like twice in the match, and then she rammed it into the table, into the announce table, and popped it back in, which was pretty ridiculous. But later, this was the part where Liv Morgan had brought the chair in, but Rhea was going to use it, and Dominik stopped her and talked some sense into her, quote unquote. And Rhea was like, all right, you're right, I'm going to get disqualified. Let's try to win this match. And then from there, Liv Morgan literally gets Oblivion on her finishing move. She kicks Rhea into Dominik, and Dominik falls off the ring apron, and there's the Oblivion, smashes her head onto the floor. Didn't get the pinfall, though. And then Dominik comes in and throws the chair in once more, distracts the ref, and then this is where Liv gets Oblivion this time on a steel chair. And we were a little confused. Was Dominik really trying to help Liv there, or was he trying to pass it to Rhea? It wasn't really very clear, but that's where Liv Morgan gets the win, and then that's the smile from Dominik that kind of shows, it was all a swerve the whole time. So Vlad was right, and everyone was right. And then that's where, I guess Liv Morgan wasn't in on it, though, if anyone, because she seemed surprised that Dominik helped her and was very happy to get the kiss from him at the end. So they all smooched in front of Rhea, and Rhea was pissed off and disgusted and angry. So, all right, let me see. I'll start with Robert for this one. Robert, did you have a thumbs up, thumbs down review for this angle?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right.
I want to say one thumb up. Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and give us a review. Any thoughts you want to give about this match?
Rhea Ripley should have known better than to trust an ex-con.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
of course.
I'm kidding. Not all ex-cons are bad. All right, so this was pretty much predictable to me, as far as I did predict that Liv Morgan would get the victory, not clean, obviously, that she would win through some sort of shenanigans with a possible assist from Dominik. But I did think that it wouldn't be 100% clear if it was intentional. Kind of like the stuff that's happened in previous segments, like the Becky Lynch match, as an example, right? So I didn't think that it would be very clear what his choice was, if he was really, really intentionally trying to help her or not. But I did predict a victory nonetheless for Liv, and that it wouldn't be clean. But okay, so there was the betrayal, and that was the first of, can we go to, I don't want to go too spoilery here, but that was one of the first of more than one
the Judgment Day betrayals. Yes, this is the end of Judgment Day on this night, it seems. Okay. So, yes, we'll get to that later on with the Finn Balor Damian Priest.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that later.
This for now. So you gave this match a thumbs up. Did you think?
One thumb,
Did you think? What did you think of the match itself?
It was okay. It wasn't the best for either Liv or Rhea. I think this is Rhea's first match back since injury. I don't remember if she had a match on Raw or not.
And then what about the execution of the finish? You got any thoughts about that?
I thought it was just fine. I had no issue with it. Yeah, personally.
All right, cool. Thumbs up from Robert. Let's move on to Vlad. You got 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was. I basically agree with Robert for the most part. I enjoyed angle, the only criticism I would have is that it probably was predictable in a sense.
Yeah, just
As
like the last match that we covered, the Cody solo match. Man, it's both endings. We knew exactly what was going to happen, but okay.
As I did predict that that the betrayal would happen with Dominik and that Liv would win, right? I think it's best that actually if they were going to do the betrayal type thing, that they would just make it obvious, like that, let's just get on with it. Because it's no point of extending this further. Like, oh, did he do it by accident? Da, 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 da. Let's just go with the fact that this was, this is where the story is going, and
yeah,
this is where
that's my problem with it too, Vlad. I'm sorry to interrupt into your time, but that's my. It wasn't obvious. He threw the chair in. He slid the chair in. Who was he trying to slide it to? I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it would have made it more dramatic if it was obvious that he was trying to help Liv Morgan. But yes, that's my only criticism as well.
Yes, I agree with that part of it. But once he did the kiss and all of that stuff, that was on. Then it became obvious that he didn't do it by accident. He really did cost Rhea the match. So overall, though, I would say this has been a pretty good angle so far. And the match itself, like Robert said, wasn't the best for Rhea specifically, because Rhea is one of the better workers, I think, in all of wrestling, to be honest. So I don't know if it's because of the way they were doing, like the format of the match, or just because of the whole Dom and the whole interference that he had throughout the whole match that kind of ruined the flow, or just, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't really the greatest match. But the angle itself has been very good. So I gave it 1 thumbs up. It could have been 2 if the match was really stellar prior to the betrayal, the screw job, the whatever you want to call it. But other than that, I have no real issues with it, and I've enjoyed this whole thing.
Yeah, congratulations to Dominik for finally becoming a real man, from stepping up from a submissive whipping boy to a man with a girlfriend now. I wasn't expecting it. I kind of had a feeling, just like the solo thing, I kind of had a feeling that it wouldn't happen, that they would keep Dom as like a flunky. That's another weird part of the story to me. Now Dom is cool. Now Dom's got Liv Morgan, the guy that every freaking internet wrestling nerd teen kid is like dreams to be with, and she's with freaking Dominik Mysterio now. That's kind of weird to me. I kind of thought he could just stay as Rhea's whipping boy and have him like as his little slave thing or whatever. But okay, half a thumbs up for me. I think the finish was executed. It was executed well. The idea they had was executed just fine, but I kind of didn't like the booking of throwing the chair in and having it be in the middle of the ring. So okay. That's a small criticism, though, but I still give it. I kind of liked it. I'll give it half a thumbs up. I didn't really like it, but so a little bit more about this angle. That right after the match, Damian was looking for Dominik in the back, and he asks Finn about it, if he knew, and he didn't. Finn says he didn't know. So this will come back later on.